extra points, they can do so by pulling their leg away from the bull to demonstrate control. There are a total of 100 points available for a qualified ride. That is 50 points for the rider and 50 points for the bull. An average score will be in the 80s, where an exceptional ride will be in the 90s. Judges may award a reride for various reasons, such as a foul, or if the bull underperforms. The athlete with the highest accumulated point total from the entire event becomes the winner.
Oh, so Brisbane, as we get ready to get underway with Origin II here tonight in an absolutely jam-packed Brisbane Entertainment Centre, I'd like to welcome our Ariat officials. These are the 4 men that will be making the decisions, the scoring, and for those of you who watched that PBR 101 clip, got a little bit of an insight into how we score, rate each and every one of these rides. Remember, that is one of the most important things that we are going to need to do here, because it will ultimately be the team with the highest score of the night that will win Origin number 2. And it falls in the hands of these 4 men, Mr. Gavin Tickle, Rob Kennedy, Clint Dolan, and Aussie expat now living in Texas in the United States of America, Marty O'Brien. And your man in the middle of the arena tonight, directing traffic, our arena director, is Mr. Morris Morton. Well, you've met the bull riders. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to meet 3 of the most important pieces of the puzzle. These are the toughest men on dirt. They are your PBR Snowy River Caravan Protection athletes. Would you please welcome Josh Burks, Eric Richardson, and Zach Ma. So we are just about set to go here with our prelude to tonight's Origin competition, but it's not really a prelude for these 8
is alive and well. These guys are the future stars of our sport, and why not give them a chance in front of this huge Brisbane crowd? So we're going to start off with the Pee-wee division. So we've got the best of the Pee-wees, each other, I should say, and we're going to start things off with young Sonny Heffernan here, and he's drawn a bull called Volk.
Yeah, Sonny Heffernan is a nephew of 2-time PBR Australian champion Cody Heffernan. This young man makes his home, hangs his hat in the Hunter Valley of New South Wales, and he is tying himself to the back of a great little bull called Volk.
Well, we should actually let our fans know that this is the mini bulls. So let's get behind the young cowboy.
Oh, he's in trouble. Snowy River Protection athletes doing a great job. How about a big hand for Sonny Heffernan, by the way?
So those of you that are unfamiliar with it, we have these mini bred bucking bulls. They are a chance for the young ones to come into the sport, to get a taste for it, and hopefully to try and show their fellow teammates the way forward.
So it is just as exciting for us as it is for each and every one of these young competitors as we go to the Bisley Workwear shoot for a Queensland cowboy, Clayton Walker.
Well, I had a feeling the Queensland crowd was going to be loud tonight, Warren.
Omo is the detergent of choice for his mother. No, it's the name of the bull that he's on.
You can see there the coach, Jared Bagheero, in with the young fella, Clayton Walker, helping him take his rap, getting him set on what is going to be a huge occasion for this young cowboy.
All right. Clayton Walker sliding up, getting ready, needs to hear you roar. Oh. Wow. And he is sore.
Well, Warren, I've got to point out, 3 of our Queensland kids are here with injuries. One's got a broken scapula. One's got a broken... It's him with the broken scapula, actually. So he had the opportunity to let another kid in, but he said, no way. I'm not missing out on this opportunity. So with a broken scapula, young Clayton Walker has put himself on the back of that beast.
Wow, how tough is he?
I had to look up what scapula was in the dictionary, by the way.
All right, this is Cassidy Carlon for Team New South Wales with over and out. The New South Wales Junior Mini Bull Rider. Hey! Oh, and the Can-Am clock says cowboy up.
Oh, load it up, son.
Oh, boy, he is happy. Cassidy Carlon, you know, there is a young junior bull rider that we have had our eye on for some time. And a lot of try for this young cowboy. So in response, the next cowboy from Jaringa, Queensland, Wyatt Roots, is getting ready to try his hand. 67 for New South Wales, the score. They call this bull YouTube. All right, Wiley, let's ride. Way to go, Wiley.
Oh, we have got a bull ride competition on our hands. That is exactly how this format goes. One blue, one maroon. One blue, one maroon. And there it was. His opportunity, Wyatt Roots. He saw what the New South Wales rider in Cassidy Carlon did. He hung on tight. The Brisbane crowd got loud behind him. And we're going to see what the judges said. 63 points.
So to the next age division, and we must point out that there are 4 different age divisions in the Can-Am Junior Academy. So the Bulls get a little bit bigger, and so do the Cowboys, as we look to Darcy Wilton from New South Wales and over the hill. Whoa! Hang on! Wow! Can-Am giving us our second qualifying ride for New South Wales. And some great work once again by the Snowy River Caravan Protection athletes.
74 is the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Our Snowy River Caravan Protection athletes have got their work cut out already.
So Can-Am, the official off-road vehicle of the professional bull riders, brings us this matchup with Rex Walker from Marianvale, Central Queensland. And he is ready to twist a toro called Jesse James. Queensland, don't let him down. It is an absolute fist fight here with these youngsters in the Can-Am Junior Origin Academy.
How good. How good. Well, the judges are in our ears and they're telling us 72 points for that Queenslander.
All right, so New South Wales right now are up by 5 points, I believe. And if my maths are right, they're about 5 points in front. So let's go to Cody Sternbeck from New South Wales and Baldy Bob. Here's the Blues. Oh, look at the try. Come on. And the clock stops at 7.76. And there is no love for the New South Wales bull rider tonight, Cody Sternbeck.
Oh, we're going to see a bit of this tonight too, Warren. 8 seconds is 8 seconds. 7.76 is just not enough.
So what that has done is that has thrown Queensland a lifeline. If they can ride this bull, Jackson Tremaine has it all resting on his shoulders for his fellow team members. A qualified ride, and Queensland will win it. They buck off, and New South Wales will be the Can-Am Origin champions for Origin II.
Talk about pressure on a young cowboy's shoulders. He's got to get past Vanimo.
All right. Queenslander! So a buck off for Jackson Tremaine tells us right here that New South Wales are going to win the Can-Am State of Origin here in Brisbane. How about a big hand for Team New South Wales?
Well, it's a fantastic series, the Junior Academy Series. These young cowboys, they want to be the superstars of the sport. They want to try their hand, and to give them an opportunity in front of a massive crowd like this is exactly what it's about. Well, Warren, it's mouth-watering. Hopefully, it's a good sign for the New South Wales fans out there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we're actually going to help you with tonight to follow along, we're actually going to show you the day sheet. So if you haven't jumped onto our website, you can jump onto pbraustralia.com.au and you can click day sheets. Day sheets is where you will see the list of the Cowboys. It's going to give you a breakdown of it all. If you don't want to get onto the website, well, just pull out your phone and scan that giant QR code, and it will take you straight to the site.
So, talking about that, ladies and gentlemen, we are just moments away from PBR Origin II. And to give you an insight into exactly how this thing works here this evening, take a look at this.
Origin. A single word that conjures a myriad of emotion. It's about representing.
It is time to meet two teams.
It's about pride and passion. It's about stepping into battle after a lifetime of preparation and hard work.
Make some noise!
To be a cowboy takes desire, determination, and unrelenting effort to better yourself. You must have the will to battle a beast week in and week out. To be an Origin cowboy, you need to deliver on the promises you make to yourself. You need to walk into the fire that forges champions in the fiercest of battle.
90.5 points.
Have it fuse you into hardened steel, unbreakable, even to an 800-kilo bull. To survive, your blood must run either blue or maroon, and you must be ready to bleed.
This is what PBR Origin is all about.
In the inaugural PBR Origin, Queensland took victory in the single event showcase. In 2021, again the Maroons swept to a 2-0 win, and they remain undefeated with 2-1 series wins in 2022, 2023.
Your winners, Team Queensland.
And last year, where they claimed the title in Newcastle in dramatic circumstances. The battle lines are drawn. It is Queensland versus New South Wales. This is PBR Origin.
So as we get ready to jump into the opening section of Origin number 2 right now, we must explain to you the format right here, first and foremost. 10 bull riders from New South Wales, 10 bull riders from Queensland. They will each match up in round number 1. From there, we move into round number 2. Those 10 will go against those 10 from the other state once again, with the top 4 from each state being represented in what we call the bonus round.
That's exactly right. 2 chances they'll have. We're going to cast our eyes on round 1, section 1. We're going to look at these matchups here. As we're going to start things off, the South Australian Lachlan Waters, Oakbank, quality cowboy. Then followed by Thomas Triplet. He's drawn himself there, Blink 182. Clint Glass is up next, then Ben Bode, someone to watch, and then we're going to scroll on down and get ready for Allison Aguiar. Then we're going to get Bren Francis and Jack Rowlandson up on the dance card, Kurt Shepherd, Matheus Rodrigues, and Caiden Sandilands.
All right, here we go. First man of the night for Team New South Wales, Lachlan Waters. Oh, and New South Wales come down early, and for those of you that joined us here during our VIP on the Dirt Party, that was the very bull that was in the arena here this afternoon. And I got my friends all the way from Tasmania sitting alongside me right here, and they're telling me, yes, sir, that was him. Cracking tins.
Well, that is right. It's, of course, the Bisley Workwear round 1, section 1 that we're seeing. Lachlan Waters unable to start it off for his team. He will be back. So we now give Queensland their right of reply. We're going to look to this young cowboy that has created huge waves overseas.
Yeah, you know, Thomas Triplet, I mean, he was one of the superstars in Origin 1 in Newcastle. Here is a man that each and every one of his 9 team members right now are looking to lead by example. A 19-year-old from Bungendara, Queensland, ties himself to a bull called Blink 182 from MC Bucking Bulls. The bull was ridden in Origin 1 for 80 points. Here we go. And big surprises there as the 19-year-old, whoa. Wow. Did you see that bull trying to be a hippie?
No. I got to say, that is a big miss there for Thomas Triplet. He was in the fight, He seemed to get back in his seat, but obviously Blink 182 felt him out there and went, you know what, time to meet the dirt.
Yeah, and Homestead Tavern brought us that matchup. Of course, Homestead Tavern, the official home of the PBR Afterparty tonight. Whoa.
Well,
oh, and there they go. So, no score for either New South Wales or Queensland in the first 2 matchups. But here is a guy, and I talked to him in the locker room earlier, and Clint Glass was absolutely fired up. This man just lit up with absolute enthusiasm, says, I need to be that go-to bull rider for Team New South Wales. Thick shake from MC Bucking Bulls is the one that he has. And this 30-year-old bull rider's ready to rock and roll.
There is one thing that you cannot dispute with Clint Glass. He is all effort. He is all try. And he dug in there and dug deep. And that bull had to slam him onto the dirt. He is going to be absolutely filthy with that moment.
Yeah, 5.17 for Glass, but like all of his teammates, redemption awaits them in round number 2. So a second opportunity as we go now to a bull rider from Calliope, Queensland, the number 6 man on the Monster Energy Tour. This is Ben Bode, the 21-year-old Queenslander and haymaker, is the bull that we watch in the Can-Am bucking chute. And Ben Bode is a man that right now is it directly in the conversation for that PBR Australian Championship race and would love to leave the PBR Finals in Townsville later this year with a brand new championship buckle. But it is all about his fellow Queenslanders, his team, that he idolizes and puts his life on the line for each and every time he nods his head. Here we go, Queenslander. And just like that, Queensland take an early lead here in Origin 2.
Oh, haymaker, trying to throw everything at that big, tall Queenslander Ben Bode. And he's stuck in there, he's stuck in tight, and the scores come in 80 3/4 points.
Wow, 80 3/4 for Team Queensland. Well, let's get back to the Monster Energy bucking chute. And a bull rider by the name of Allison Aguiar, native country of Brazil, but rides for Team New South Wales. A number of Brazilians competing here on the Monster Energy Tour, and I love this matchup for this 29-year-old on Stitch Up. A CF7 bucking bull has only been ridden one time out of 4 attempts. But Allison, I tell you what, this guy is the real deal.
Oh, yeah, this is a Bisley Workwear matchup. It was ridden by his countryman in Newcastle. He would be looking at that tape. He would be feeling pretty confident to follow in the footsteps of Ben. Allison Aguiar, he has a chance here on Stitch Up to level it back out. Let's see how the New South Welshman can go.
Oh! So Queensland breathe a sigh of relief, and I can see him making motions with his hand, pleading his case, perhaps for the opportunity of a reride. Well, I am not sure.
Well, they have that challenge button, the big red buttons either side of the chutes. The Cowboys can press that button. It does cost them money. It's not something you want to do lightly. But Allison looking at his fellow riders, his teammates, is there something I should be reviewing? Well, folks, I tell you what, the night is still so young. But make sure you do catch us at that after party there at the Homestead Tavern. We are going to take the Cowboys down the road and we're going to party through the night. It's going to be one hell of a bucking good time. There, the Homestead Tavern, the home of the official PBR after party.
That is the sound of a V8 Hemi found under the hood of a Ram 1500 as we get set to take a look at Soldier Boy and the Queenslander, Bren Francis, 23 years young. Whoa! And I'm looking at a clock that says 1.32, and you can hear...
Well, Warren, yeah, Bren Francis has wasted absolutely no time. He's jumped up, he slammed that red button straight away.
Nice haircut, Bren.
Clearly, Bren has felt something happen in that ride. He wants the judges to have a look at it. He wants to get the review judge up out of his seat and down to the screen. Have one more look over.
You know, and each team gets 2 free challenges, so it can be either the Cowboy themselves that can hit the challenge button, or their coach, or anybody else on their team. Now, I'm thinking he's challenging right there, disputing the fact that the bull hipped himself on the way out of the chute. So you can see Marty O'Brien down there in the bottom right-hand corner taking a look at numerous angles, and he is saying, reride for Queensland.
A big sigh of relief right there for Bren Francis. Well, it gives a moment here now at our Bisley Workwear shoot. The cowboy from Oberon, New South Wales, Jack Rowlandson.
Yeah, you know, Jack, I tell you, if you watched Channel 9 today, you would have saw this young man talking about the event here tonight. Poker Face is the bull. Hey, hey, hey! New South Wales! Oh, oh my goodness. You know what happened right there?
Yep.
That particular bull, Poker Face, he went on strike. He was looking for a pay rise.
I actually thought he tried to bluff Jack Rowlandson. And Jack called his bluff. Wow.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. And you can see the score coming through 76 1/4 with the option of a reride. So should New South Wales keep that one close to their chest and take that small score, or should they roll the dice and perhaps take a reride option?
Well, he's having a chat right now there to the coach. You can see above that Bisley Workwear shoot, they're engrossed in that conversation. Him deciding whether he's going to take the score or go for the reride option, we'll find out shortly.
Yeah, I got a feeling he's going to keep the score.
It's a smart play. It's a smart play. Now, a smart cowboy is following here because Kurt Shepherd, ladies and gentlemen, he is from Mareeba, Queensland, and he is currently sitting at the top of the charts. He's the top of the table, the top of the tour. He's drawn Tropical Rash.
Yeah, I had one of them one time, and I put some powder on it and it went away.
Well, Kurt Shepherd from Mareeba would be used to the humidity. Let's turn up the temperature.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Wow. Wow. You can see the clock stopped at 1.13, and I think that was a malfunction.
Wow, boy, oh boy.
So, some technical issue.
Yeah, well, that can happen on the big shows like this. Look at this Kurt Shepherd here. This is scary if he's in this form.
This is an absolute monster bull ride, Queensland. How about 86 points? Wow, 86 points for the number one bull rider for Team Queensland, Kurt Shepherd. So Queensland now have 2 bulls ridden and New South Wales 76 1/4 in response as we go back to our next New South Wales bull rider, Matheus Rodrigues.
Wow, this Matheus. These Brazilians, when they first come to Australia, they have to choose a colour. Before they ride a bull, they have to decide whether they are blue or maroon. Matheus and a couple of other Brazilians said, you know what, we're blue, baby. So he has found himself on the back of this Tez's Pride, wearing a bit of New South Wales pride.
Yeah, you know, and I love these Brazilians. You know, there is 4 of them competing here tonight. Not one of them can speak a word of English. They speak Portuguese. But you know what? One thing is absolutely universal in any single sport, no matter where you are, at any time, any place around the world. Every single professional sportsman knows the sound of one thing: your enthusiasm. The sound of your hands coming together, your voices screaming. That is all the encouragement that they need to make things happen. And there is a lot of responsibility on this Brazilian bull rider right now, trying to level the score for the state of New South Wales.
Well, New South Wales fans, we need to hear you out there. We need to see you get behind it, because right now Queensland have that early lead. But these Brazilians are all class. They are all quality.
Bisley Workwear matchup. 166 3/4 against 76 1/4.
Tez's Pride, we saw there back in Caboolture. Last year, Zane Hall was able to get the job done for 83.5. The start to this 25, Bode Desert, Cody Williams had his shot, but wasn't able to get it done.
Yeah, you know, and he's the kind of bull that a bull rider of this caliber should ride with ridiculous ease. You're looking at the top 20 bull riders that have qualified here from the Monster Energy Tour. So it is no accident that they have been selected to represent their chosen states. Matheus, the 23-year-old, and you can see the look of absolute concentration on his face.
Arena Director Morris Morton getting his hands involved there. Tez's Pride playing up.
So it looks like we're going to roll this bull. We're going to move him up a chute, and we will get ready to go. Hey, but I want to talk about Origin 3. Wow, what a building. We're heading to the ICC Theatre in Sydney for the decider in the first week of July. If you like what you see here tonight, jump on to Ticketek, get yourself an absolute iconic seat in the smallest arena that you will ever see in the Southern Hemisphere.
Well, looking forward to that. Looking forward to that indeed. What I'm looking forward to is all those Sydney people watching all of our bulls being driven in the middle of Darling Harbour. All the dirt that you see, we're going to bring it on in. Folks, we will be back with the next section of action right after this.
Custom designed for your adventures, to take the road less traveled, to discover this land's natural beauty. Engineered and tested for the rugged Australian environment. Experience more with Snowy River Caravans.
Well, I'm running like my hands on fire, and I don't intend to stop even when my legs grow tired. And I got a message from Colorado straight from Texas, captured most of me, just let me be.
Yeah, okay, it's a really good time now to catch up with Jared Bagara just while we get these balls sorted out. Jared, a couple of really good scores on the board early from your experienced guys, Ben Bode and also Kurt Shepherd. You must be pretty happy with the effort so far.
Yeah, mate, we're off to a good start, but it's only the start and it's the end that matters. And, you know, Mr. Reliable, them boys, and, you know, the young fellas will watch them too and get on the back of it. And come on, Brisbane, we can't hear you. Let's go.
We had a quick chat during the week about the bull power coming up in this and how it's a fair bit higher than what they've had in the last few events. Royd Rage out tonight, Cattle King Royd Rage from Dylan Bucking Bull. Riley Ward's got the task. How do you see that going out?
Mate, I know Riley pretty well, and it don't matter what bull it is, he prepares the same every time, and I can see him being 90.
Thanks for the chat, mate. I'll let you go pull his rope.
So some very interesting words there from the coach of the Queensland team, Jared Bagara. So, wow. What about this, Simon, the Bisley giveaway?
Well, it is pretty cool indeed. All right, folks, so Warren talked about this earlier. We're going to be going down to the ICC Centre there in Sydney. Now, our good friends at Bisley, they've said, you know what, we want to help this out. We want to create a little bit of hype, and we want to reward those fans out there. So, it's quite simple. It's a social media campaign. You've got to get yourself 2 tickets are on the way to go. You're going to get 2 tickets and your $1,000 Visa gift card. All you got to do is get on and like Bisley Workwear, and then like PBR Australia, tag a mate in the comments, and you automatically go in the draw. So that's what you've got to do. Get on, like away there at Bisley Workwear, PBR Australia. You can follow them, that is. Tag away, Bisley Workwear and PBR Australia.
All right, so we are ready to go. This is section number 2, brought to us by Ariat. Here is the man from New South Wales, Matheus Rodrigues. Whoa! Wow, New South Wales with a great ride. Matheus Rodrigues, the Brazilian, 81 3/4 points. So a great ride for the man in blue, and a defining moment in the momentum shift between New South Wales and Queensland.
Well, as you said, Tez's Pride, a very rideable bull for a cowboy of this quality. So let's just quickly go back to the matchups here. As you can see, Luan Camara for this one, Jack Keats, Dylan Weir, and then Riley Ward, that New Zealander cowboy.
Yeah, Tyson Smith, Bo Willis, and Diego Galdino dos Santos on Sugar Boom Boom. So we are getting ready to take a look at a Queensland bull rider getting ready right now.
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get into this. It's time for round 1, section 2, brought to you by Ariat, the official cowboy boots of the PBR. They are our event night sponsor here for Brisbane Origin II, and they have brought the party. Our good friends Ariat have doubled down on this Saturday night, and they're very excited to watch someone like this, Luan Camara, one of our Brazilians who is leading that race of Cowboy of Origin, staring down the barrel at 30 large. So Ariat, last strike. He's got to get past it from Dunbucking Bulls, 12 outs, only been ridden once. And that was Macaulay Leather that was able to get the job done. So Luan has his number counted here today. If he can put it together, it's going to show how good the quality of this cowboy is.
You know, and thinking about this, you know, Luan right now, he's the number 2 ranked bull rider on the Monster Energy Tour, and it has been an absolute eternity since we've seen somebody else from another country be in that particular position as possibly becoming our next national champion.
Well, as we said, these Brazilians, anyone, the Kiwis, the Brazilians, the Mexicans, the Canadians, before you can buck a bull here in Australia, you have to choose your colour.
CTC Trucker Matchup. Let's get back to the business at hand with New South Wales here. Like my partner said, Luan is staring down the barrel of a possible $30,000 bonus, and he's not happy right here. You can see him arguing his point, saying that his rope has slipped on the back of this bull. He's pleading his case with our back judge. And I'm telling you, they're putting him on the clock. See the shoot clock started? It's down to 26 seconds. He's got 23 seconds left to nod his head, or he will be DQ'd. 17, 16, let's go. Oh, and that was a big-time bucking bull. Ariet's last strike, 1 bull rider out of 21, make it 22. Have ridden him for 8 seconds, and Luan comes down. So, disappointing here for Team New South Wales. They were really depending upon their cowboy of origin from Newcastle to deliver.
Well, as he sure we saw in that shoot, not happy with his wrap. Hopefully that's all it was there for Luan. It's a big miss for him. But we move on. We move on to the Monster Energy bucking shoot. And we move on to a cowboy from Cloncurry, Queensland. I'm talking about Jack Keats.
You know, Jack Keats comes into this event here. He's been to Origin competition before. He is a seasoned veteran when it comes, and you can see how close this thing is right now. 166 3/4, 158 for New South Wales. Both teams have now ridden 2 bulls apiece. And this 27-year-old staring down on the back of a bull called Twist and Shout from Dun Bucking Bulls out of Geringa Central, Queensland. A very important moment here for the Queenslanders. Can he do it? Oh!
Huh.
Oh, look out. Wow. And the Snowy River Caravan Protection athlete, Eric Richardson, steps right in the heat of the battle.
Man, this is a big-time slam against our ram sign here. Jack Keats just gets poleaxed into the chutes. Bang! And then, like you said, our Snowy River Caravan Protection athlete, Eric Richardson, jumps in there. This horn right here just absolutely, man, into the quad. I think it caught him back of the hamstring.
So it is back to New South Wales with Dylan Weir from Tumut and Perfect Storm from MC Bucking Bulls. Dylan Weir. Here is one of the biggest names in bull riding here in the country at this moment. The 24-year-old trying to play a key part for New South Wales. Can he ride this bull? Come on, Jack. Oh. Wow. 7.24. Dylan Weir looking at his coach saying, should I challenge this? But I mean, 7.24 is a long way from an 8-second qualified ride.
Oh boy, 8 seconds can be an eternity. He's done everything right. Dylan Weir. I mean, you talk about cowboys. You're riding it through. You've got to ride through that 8-second whistle. Now, let's probably point out, if it gets to 7.85, it's an automatic review on time. They don't have to worry. We will review that timepiece for them.
So here is a former PBR Bucking Bull of the Year called Cattle King Royd Rage. And a bull rider from New Zealand, a 2-time New Zealand champion, Riley Ward, riding for Queensland. Oh, heads up. Heads up. And Queensland take a huge blow as the New Zealand bull riding champion comes down to 3.46. Wow.
So good to see Royd Rage back out there in the arena 43 times and only been ridden 3 of them. Like an absolute veteran of the sport. You can see the size of him. Proud, big boy. And he couldn't get it done.
So it is back to New South Wales. Tyson Smith, the 26-year-old, is on a bull called Unvaccinated. You unvaccinated, Simon?
I don't even know what that word means.
All right. Okay.
But I tell you what, Tyson Smith now knows it. Unvaccinated just had a launch in that chute.
Yeah. This is one from Dittman Bucking Bulls, Ariat Bucking Shooters, where we're at. You know, I'd really like to say a big shout out to Maddie and all the team at Ariat at the DFO outlet. My wife and I were in there yesterday, bought myself a nice pair of Ariat boots, and the staff were absolutely fantastic. Maddie said her and her friends from Ariat were going to be here tonight, so hope you're having fun. Thanks for everything.
Well, that is a great thing to hear. We're actually going to be talking about that DFO store a little later.
All right, Tyson Smith, the number 10 ranked bull rider on the Monster Energy Tour. So both teams are locked in at 2 bulls each. New South Wales really needs this one. And they are going to fall short. So no score for the Blues. So I'm vaccinated. I just really want to touch on this too. A 41 3/4 point bull score for those of you who are taking a look at the PBR 101 clip. Our officials here, our Ariat officials, will score the bulls regardless of whether or not there is a qualified ride. So at the end of the night, we will have a Yeti Wild Bull of the night that we will be presenting during our Origin presentation ceremonies.
Well, this is one of those cowboys that got a call up. There was a change. Macaulay Leather stayed over in the States with his team's series offer. So Bo Willis gets a tap on the shoulder from Bowen, Queensland, a veteran from the Queensland ranks. He gets a tap on the shoulder. Now, this is a cowboy here that on his day, he could put a big ride together to motivate his team and get them through it. And the bull he's drawn, Warren, this is one of your favourites.
Yeah, this is quitting time from Dittman Bucking Bulls. You know, but the thing about Willis is he still on top of his game? He is 34 years young. He is the oldest bull rider here this weekend in Origin competition. Oh, and I mean, this bull is playing hard to get. And this is one of the most dangerous places that a bull rider can be in, and that is getting ready on the back of these bulls. And you can see all of his buddies, and there's his coach, Jared Bagheero, pulling that bull rope up. They've got a hold of him on the back of that Origin jersey that you can purchase at the PBR merchandise booth.
And quitting time is proven to be working overtime.
Yeah, you know, and things will just go from bad to worse in situations right here. Oh, and Bo Willis is taking an absolute pulverizing here, and you can see him looking up to the judge on the back of the chute and saying, you know, are you going to call this? Are you going to give me a reride bull, or are you asking me to continue here with this battle? And that is exactly what it is. Every time Bo pulls that rope up and gets set, this particular bull, and I mean, he is wired.
That metal doesn't flex. When you hit it, you feel it.
So Willis has got to be real smart right here.
There's a lot of pressure on him here now. He's been in a while in this shoot. The blood's been pumping. He's had himself psyched. He's had to keep taking and re-wrapping and Morris Morton, our arena director, has seen enough.
He said, we're going to give him a reride bull. So Bo Willis will get another bull here in this round. I'm not sure what it will be, but they will run him up another bull. As we go to fellow Queenslander here in Origin competition, the 26-year-old from Rockhampton, Queensland, Caiden Sandilands.
Wow, this is good. I love seeing Caiden Sandilands wearing that maroon jersey. From the centre of Queensland in Rockhampton.
Oh, I tell you what, how many people are here for a party in Brisbane tonight? Oh, you guys are rocking it. Stranger Danger from MJ and Keeler Bucking Bulls is the opponent of the Queensland Cowboy Caiden Sandilands, trying to give them a third qualified ride and a definite lead in the Origin competition. He's got to nod his head. Oh, we got a trouble here at the start. Things aren't right. Stranger Danger. Not looking out of that bucking chute. One of the most experienced bull riders for the Maroons knows that he cannot afford to waste this opportunity. Can-Am bucking chute. And he is going to re-pull. So he will reset that bull rope. We will take a moment to breathe right here. And, you know, I tell you what, Simon, you know, Queensland, New South Wales, at this moment, I find it very hard to absolutely pick a team right here. One moment I look to the strength of Queensland, the other I look to the ferocity that New South Wales is putting out here on the back of their bulls as well.
You know, there's no disputing these New South Welshmen are here to ride. They're here to get the job done. They want to come into Queensland territory and they want to take that points back so they can show that Sydney is going to be the decider. They get that chance on home soil, so they want to make it in here and they want to put in deep. They're trying hard. But the bulls, we can't dispute the quality of the bulls in a PBR event, especially in Origin.
Yeah, you know, and MJ and Keeler, they bring some of the roughest and toughest bucking bulls in the business. And you can see here this bull is laying on Caiden Sandilands. He's laying on the back of the chute, so he cannot slide up onto that bull rope. So he's wriggling, he's jiggling, he's trying everything he can do. He wants to just get out and win.
You can see such great camera work. Our directors, our judges are sitting over the top. All eyes are on it. Advice being given. He's having a close look there. Eye in the sky, feeding in the information. The judge's word is final.
tell you what an amazing crowd we have here in Brisbane tonight. So let's get back to this battle between Caiden Sandilands. He's 26 now, before he turns 27, on the back of Stranger Danger from MJ and Keeler Bucking Bulls. He's got to slide up and nod his head if he wants to win. Come on, Caiden. Oh! Yes! Oh, and Can-Am says cowboy up.
Well, we said it. The heart of the Queenslander beats strong in this man's chest.
Yeah, I want to point something out to you right here. You know, this wasn't the most exceptional day for this bull, Stranger Danger, and a 66.5-point score with the option of a reride is going to reflect that. He's going to take the score, but watch this here. This bull gets out here and he's a little wild, but right about now is when he bucks 99% of the bull riders off. What's happened? Sandilands is still on his back. This bull is lost. He said, no one has ridden me this far before. What do I do now?
Well, that was like the Ram V8 was floored and he was out the back window. Caiden Sandilands. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is a New South Welshman that feeds off you. I'm talking about Diego Galdino dos Santos.
And he's on the back of Sugar Boom Boom from BK Bucking Bulls. Wow, this is a heavy hitter. We got to go way back to the year of 2023, the last time this bull was ridden, and it was right here in this arena by Mitchell Payton. In the Origin competition, he rode this bull for 85.5. Diego, the 33-year-old. Go, Diego, go!
Oh, disappointment there on Diego's face. You don't need to understand Portuguese to listen to what he's saying. He had his chance, it slipped out, pulled right out of his hand. He had his eyes on the chute there, Warren. I mean, it's natural, right? You can feel it, you can see it. Well, we are going to cross right now to our good man, Josh Hansen, up there behind the chutes.
Yeah, thanks very much, Simon. I've got a very special guest with me, Queensland Origin legend, Josh Maguire. Josh, you know stranger to the PBR. You've been around for a long time. How did you get involved in the bucking bull industry?
Oh, mate, Glenn Young from the CEO of the PBR got me involved. I got to work here and, just be a part of this amazing organisation. So, also a bull owner now. So, it's a good family sport. We love it, and we're going for Queensland.
Yeah, let's talk about your bull. It's ranked number 2 in Australia at the moment, Moosey's Moto with your partners MJ and Keeler Bucking Bulls. Tell us a little bit about that bull. He's out again in round number 2 against Jack Rowlandson from New South Wales.
No, very excited, mate. He hasn't been ridden yet, so we're, big things ahead for him, I think. Obviously, the Warden's at the top as well. So, MJ Keeler team's just been, producing just amazing bulls, and just very fortunate enough to be a part of that team and just to be a part of the PBR in general, mate. So, yeah, very fortunate.
Thanks very much, mate. One to watch tonight, Wazza and Simon.
So no doubt about it, some words of wisdom there from an Origin great in Josh Maguire. So it is Bren Francis from Mara, the 23-year-old riding for Team Queensland.
Riddle me this. The bull he's drawn 13 times. It's been outridden 4 times. Yeah. Last time it was ridden, though, was by Brady Fielder, 84.25 points in that Townsville Grand Final.
Yeah, when this is the reride. He bucked off Soldier Boy, but our Arrowed officials awarded him a reride after that challenge. So Bren Francis trying to help Queensland edge further ahead of New South Wales. Whoa! And the Queenslander comes down to 3.51.
Tell you, this Snowy River Caravan replay is going to show this good. Bren Francis here gets himself...
Oh, my goodness. He's dizzy.
He is indeed.
Oh.
Look right here. Bren Francis around the danger end of this bull. Boom in the chest. Clutching at his ribs.
Yeah, I mean, he felt the full force of that bull. As we move now to an Ariat matchup. An Ariat matchup with a 23-year-old Queenslander, Zane Hall. Won the PBR Rookie Bull Riding Championship in 2023 and has not looked back. This is Matty G, BK, Matty G. You know, and here is an opportunity for New South Wales to perhaps take a deep breath. This bull's track record has only been ridden one time out of 11 outs.
Well, this is a big moment for Zane Hall. He wants to step up and he wants to show his fellow countrymen he's got the goods.
Yeah, you know, but Zane Hall has struggled in 2025. He was a different bull rider when he won the Rookie Bull Riding Championship. This year, his mojo, I don't know what's happened to this guy, but he is not the same man that we saw 2 years ago in the city of Townsville at the PBR Grand Finals. But he needs to work it out, change things tonight. Come on, Zane. Oh. 3.5.
You know what? I thought that ride in Sydney the other weekend, 86.5, would have been enough to turn the corner for Zane. Not to be the night here. He'll have a second chance, though, Warren. He'll have a second chance at conquering these bovine athletes.
Yeah, great replay there. Brought to us by Snowy River Caravans.
Well, we've had a lot of Queenslanders. It's now time for some blue power. Jack Broderick from Bungendore, New South Wales, 22 years of age.
And Rambo from Ditman Bucking Bulls. Watch this. This could be one of the most exciting matchups, one of the most exciting and electrifying rides you're going to see tonight. Oh.
Wow,
Rambo shakes his head and says, was there somebody on my back? Did I feel something on there, or was I just imagining it?
Jack Broderick.
Oh, it was a guy from New South Wales. Never mind.
Oh, he's in the dirt. He'll remember that matchup. He'll remember that moment. He'll love to get a chance to draw blood with Rambo. Well, we move on now. This is a young cowboy that has absolutely thrived on the Origin spirit. Nash Mellers from Gracemere, Queensland. 19 years young, this cowboy. Obviously got a few fans in the crowd that are ready to get behind him. And it is one of our Alliance outdoor matchups. Drawn Mr. T.
Yeah, reigning PBR Bucking Bull of the Year, Mr. T. Wow, Nash Mellers wearing the maroon jersey for only his second time. Watch this. Oh, and he's hurt. Wow. Snowy River protection athletes doing a great job distracting the bull, but I don't like to see the way Nash Mellers crawled away from that particular bull. You can see he's still down deep inside of that bucking chute, and a 42 3/4 point bull score for Mr. T. But
we'll get a look. The medics are being called out for him.
Yeah.
So they'll go and have a run their eye over the top of him. Hopefully it's not too sinister there on Nash Mellers here, that maybe just a winding. Oh, it took that hind quarter.
Yeah. Wow, this was a huge blow for the 19-year-old. And there he is, folks. He's tough. How about you go ahead and make a little noise for Nash Mellers tonight?
Coming
it just might make him feel a little bit better.
Man, he wants to walk out of here. See, it looks like it came down the point of his shoulder. Well, Folks, we will just have a look at this cowboy now taking his wraps in that Monster Energy bucking chute while we get a little update on Nash Mellers. But we're going to now look at the cowboy that gets his second shot. Bo Willis from Bowen, Queensland, 34 years of age.
And I love the name of this bull. It is kind of like every single weekend in a professional bull rider's life. Redemption. And an opportunity from a Rowlandson Ranch bucking bull. Bo Willis trying to add to that maroon total. Come on, Bo. Oh, once again, we're looking at the bull power here tonight. Absolutely overwhelming here in Origin 2. So it has been a tough first round of competition for both teams. But in just a moment, we're going to bring up that leaderboard and we're going to take a look at the way things sit after the first 10 from New South Wales and the first 10 bull riders from Queensland. We're going to bring it up to you right now. And it is Queensland on top, 233. And New South Wales, 158. Well, right now, folks, we're going to give you 10 minutes to get yourself something to eat or drink. Grab yourself a jersey from the PBR merchandise booth. We're going to be coming back to you with the second half of Origin 2 at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre in just a moment.
Doesn't matter what happens to you. Life don't stop. Neither do I.
Ram Trucks has always led the way. From cruising to crossing, working to playing, splashing to climbing. It's what's expected. What's unexpected is the unrivaled luxury in the new Hurricane Ram 1500 and the unexpected power of the new Hurricane engine that's unrivaled in pickup trucks. Ram eats everything else for breakfast.
Well, I'm running like my hands on fire, and I don't intend to stop even when my legs grow tired.
Show you how country feels. Put your hair down, hair it hurts, but a lot more free. Light it up and calm down, and keeping it calling about me. We're gonna have a good time. Limb by limb, I can see. Oh, let's roll like the Tennessee River. If
The team at the Beanley Rum Distillery on the banks of the Albert River certainly are a resilient lot. They've been crafting their world-class rum with the same care since 1884 and insist on using the finest local ingredients like pristine Queensland rainwater. History tells us that, on occasion, they get just a little too much. Looks like they're ready this time, though. Beanley Rum, the real Australian spirit.
Custom designed for your adventures. To take the road less traveled. To discover this land's natural beauty. Engineered and tested for the rugged Australian environment. Experience more with Snowy River Caravans.
Welcome to POA.
And so we want to remind you that the night is still young, so be sure to join the riders of PBR Origin back at the Homestead Tavern, thanks to Belando, Tequila, and Ranch Water for the official PBR After Party for one hell of a bucking good time.
Oh, have mercy, my only thought was tequila makes her clothes fall off. I told her put an extra layer on. I know what happens when she drinks Patron. Her closet's missing half the things she bought. Yeah, tequila makes her clothes fall off.
Oh, my goodness. No, no, no. Oh, oh boy. Oh, really? There is something in the water tonight. Oh, how about a big hand for everybody on that Kiss Cam. So as we get set for the second half of Origin 2 here in Brisbane tonight, I'm going to throw it down into the main arena with my good friend Josh Hanson with something very special.
Yeah, thanks very much, Waz. I've got the Snowy River Caravans Protection athletes with me. And guys, during the VIP on the Dirt party earlier, we heard how you got into bullfighting. But now I want to talk about preparation for events like this. Eric, you've been doing it for a fair while now. Talk about how you develop knowledge of the bulls and the riders and things you need to look out for in the rides.
We just learn to read them, and you don't really worry about too much what the bull's done in the past or anything like that, but you just observe as the bull barks and the rider's riding him if he's out the side or if he's riding him good, that sort of thing.
Awesome, and Josh Burke's next. Practice, and how many perfs a year do you think or how many bulls do you think you fight a year?
I'd say thousands of bulls. I'd say roughly probably 2,000 bulls a year, I'd say, through the rodeos and PBR and that. But we do practice. When these boys want to learn to get on and that, we turn up and help them out. So we're always fighting bulls.
And Zach, I got told you to ask you the fitness question because these blokes said they do nothing. Fitness-wise, how do you keep yourself fit? Because it's pretty heavy running in this dirt some nights.
Yeah, it gets tiring sometimes. Just try to do a bit of running, stay active throughout the week. We all have pretty we work on farms or Burks works or horses every week. So just try staying active and do a bit of running and get to the gym when you can.
Awesome. We'll keep up the good work, guys, and over to round 2.
All right, well, there it is. Thank you very much, Josh, and thank you to those three, the trio of talent, our Snowy River Caravan Protection athletes, as we go to round number 2, section number 1 of Origin 2, and this is the lineup. From New South Wales, we're going to be taking a look at Lachlan Waters up on 7-11, Thomas Triplet for Queensland, and Cover Up is the name of his bull. Clint Glass bucking off in round number 1, but he's up against a real tough one this time in Alcatraz. Bode on Rango. Let's flip the page. Allison Aguiar from Brazil, representing New South Wales, is up on a bull that we hardly ever see ridden, a bull called Forever Young. Bren Francis on Volando, and Jack Rowlandson on Moosey's Moto. Shepherd, Rodrigues, and Sandilands make it up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's one thing to do. Let's get into it. Round 2, Section 1, brought to you by Volando Tequila and Ranch Water.
Oh! The name of that bull was 7-11. And that was a bull rider from New South Wales, Wyatt Waters, and I mean, he knows that his weekend is over here. That is a great bull from CF7, Pew Brothers and ADS Mining Services Partnership. And a 42-point bull score, so no qualified ride for Team New South Wales.
Well, your heart goes out for that cowboy. He has tried the gallant effort. Well, a young cowboy that didn't find the form in that first round, we're back to him. The eyes are on him. Thomas Triplet. He's 19 years of age, for those of you who remember. This is an opportunity for Thomas now. He's drawn cover up. 28 outs. He's been ridden 8 times. Thomas wants to put a stamp on tonight.
Yeah, you know, and it's been almost 12 months this bull was ridden. He was ridden in Townsville last year at the PBR Grand Finals for 85 by fellow Queenslander Quinn Anderson. So we talked about it. Queensland have ridden 3 bulls. New South Wales have ridden 2. This thing is close. And Thomas Triplet is looking to take Team Queensland to a commanding lead, but he has got to make an 8-second ride. Let's help him. Wow, and I can see Thomas Triplet, and I mean, he is kind of bent over and he is hurting.
Man, that bull cover-up, what a great name. He's got like his balaclava on his face. I can see it right now.
So, no score for the second time out this weekend for the Queensland Cowboy, Thomas Triplet. That leaves the door wide open for a New South Wales bull rider, Clint Glass on Alcatraz. Alliance Outdoor matchup. Clint Glass bucked off in round number 1, and that absolutely pissed this bull rider off. He is looking for absolutely every opportunity to get back on a bull and prove a point.
He is the cowboy that can do it. He is the cowboy that can turn New South Wales around.
Well, he can if he rides this bull, Alcatraz. This is a bull that they just do not ride very often, and you can be a pile of points if you can ride him. Macaulay Leather proved that when he was 87.5 on him in Rockhampton earlier this year. So big numbers. An 87-point ride right now for this New South Welshman would put New South Wales right back into the picture and would put them into the number 1 spot. But this is Alcatraz's moment, and this is what he does to every single bull rider. He plays mind games. He will lay on one leg, then he'll swap over, he'll lay on the other. And what does an 800-kilogram bucking bull do? Anything that he wants.
Oh, that is exactly right. CF7 and the Josh Pugh partnership here with Alcatraz. Clint Glass is not going to let that faze him. He knows about this bull. He's seen him many times. A mouth-watering matchup for a man like this.
Yeah, he's going to slide and ride. Come on, New South Wales, let's go. Yeah. Oh, 5.92, and Clint Glass is disgusted. Folks, I want you to do that man a big favor and put your left hand with your right hand. Make a little noise for a tough cowboy from south of the border.
Well, he's had that chance on him in Newcastle. The matchup there previously, one for Clint to try and claw something back, but not to be the case tonight. You can see the team totals there. Queensland out in front, 3-2. Now, this is a cowboy who rode one before. This is Ben Bode, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, 80 3/4 points for the number 6 bull rider on the Monster Energy Tour. And a big-time opportunity here on a bull called Ranger. Have a look at the horns on this bull. They are long enough to be continued. MJ and Keeler love this bull. They bred him. They bring him to PBR Origin. And this is one that you can be, like the last bull, a lot of points on if you are up to the task. How many people are cheering for Queensland? Come on, let's go. Wow, what an absolute fist fight between Ben Bode of Queensland and this bull called Ranger. And 5.64 is the result. And you can see Ben Bode right now tucked inside that chute. And he knows right now that he just missed a massive opportunity. But look at the try.
Talk us through this, Wazoo. He goes to work with that leg straight away.
Oh, you know, and when you're on a bull like this, I mean, your best defense is an offense. So you have to take the fight to the bull. So no score for Ben Bode, and New South Wales once again breathe a sigh of relief.
Well, that's it. It's an opportunity now for this Brazilian Allison here. We looked at him before. You know what? It's a little quiet in here. Let's get loud for these Brazilians. He is a New South Welshman. He has drawn Forever Young.
You know, this bull is kind of like the Mount Everest of bucking bulls. Forever Young, he is hard to ride. Come on, Allison. Go!
Well, hey, hang on. We've got a clock stopped on the screen up there for 0.54. We've had it nearly get close to the buzzer that we just heard.
Yeah, and I think that might have been a malfunction with our clock, so we'll just wait for verification to come through.
Get an official time there for Allison. Gee, boy, he was in the fight all right. So it looks like it's 7.19 seconds. 7.19 seconds.
Well, he's trying to hit the challenge button, and I don't think it's really going to do him much good here. But, nevertheless, our replay judge is going to go and take a look. And I can see Marty O'Brien, he's making his way back. So, well, the New South Wales team representative pleaded his case. And our official is going to take a look, and you can see Marty down there, and he's going to take a look at a couple of different camera angles here, and you can see he's got his stopwatch in his hand. So the number one thing that he's going to be looking for is, did that clock start at the correct time? And we know that it fouled. So the only time that we got was from the official stopwatch. So Marty is just going to make sure that it was correct. And he is looking, and he's going to take a look one more time to be sure.
Much as you wish time could speed up, that timepiece in his hand will be the one that decides the fate of Allison here tonight.
And it is no score officially for Team New South Wales.
Yeah. That is not the way to go at all. You talked about this earlier there tonight. The DFO you were at was, well, the DFO is where Ariat have been drawing their attention. Big sales on there. So they're going to continue that through till tomorrow. So any of our fans here tonight that you love the look of those Ariat boots or the jeans that Warren talked about, the DFO right around the corner. Ariat being our event night partner here at Brisbane Origin II, they want to reward you. So get along to the DFO, the factory outlet there, and get your hands on some of those great offers and discounts available.
Volando. Volando is the name of the bull. This is another one from MJ and Keeler Bucking Bulls, and here is your Queenslander, Bren Francis, climbing down on the back of this beast. The 23-year-old bucked off round number one, looking for a qualified ride. And, I mean, this thing is tight. This is absolutely as tight as it can get when we start looking at scores. 3-2.
3-2. Say I'd need a few Volando shots to get me the courage to do what Bren Francis is doing right now.
So this matchup is brought to us by Aussie Footy Shorts. Have you got a pair of footy shorts?
Oh, yeah. How good are they? Footy shorts with pockets. It's what you want.
All right, here's Bren. Come on, Queensland, he needs your help. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That ball threw him as high as a Nimbin hippie.
You know, that actually landed quite well up here in Brisbane. Bren Francis there, getting booted to the moon. Boy.
Wow. Okay. I think Bren will remember that one for a time or two. Let's head back to the bull rider from New South Wales. And a big-time bucking bull, Moosey's Moto. This is a bull that is owned by former Origin football great Josh Maguire.
Well, you heard about him earlier, Josh Maguire. I mean, this bull is as tough as Joshy was.
Yeah, this is a bull that is in the race for the PBR Bucking Bull of the Year. This bull is absolutely explosive. You watch him right out of the gate. Go to work.
Oh.
And he is all there. And the New South Wales bull rider comes down, a 42 3/4 point bull score for Moosey's Moto.
You know, I can see Josh Maguire up the back of the chutes there who's looking over it. He's giving a little wry grin to his bull there, patting him on the back. Well done, Moosey's Moto.
Well, the man that has the highest score on the leaderboard tonight has an address that says Mareeba, Queensland. And it is no surprise to bull riding fans around the country that this 30-year-old is in the race for the number one spot for the PBR Championship. And he has drawn a big-time bucking bull that is yet to be ridden. This is Alpha Blokes Warden from MJ and Keeler Bucking Bulls.
Wow, the Alpha Blokes have jumped in on this one as well. The Alpha Blokes Warden 22 times out, never been ridden. The Bisley Workwear shoot, we're at it. This is the matchup.
Wow. Alpha Blokes Warden, 44-point bull score. Folks, how about a big hand for one of the greatest bulls you're going to see in the country today? And he was waiting for you to give him his dues for a 3.19 second workout against the best bull rider in the country.
Man, that was, if anyone was going to be able to get it done on the Warden, Kurt Shepherd was the man. Just proving the class and quality of that bull. 44 points, as you said. Yeti Wild Bull of the Night. Oh, careful there, Snowy River Protection athletes.
Okay, so not a lot changing on that leaderboard here in section number 1 of round number 2. As we take a look at New South Wales and Matheus Rodrigues.
This is a moment. Kurt Shepherd, he rode a bull, he's been bucked off. Matheus Lima, he has ridden a bull. So if he can get it done for New South Wales right now, this makes it very, very interesting.
Think about this, though. This bull rider, along with fellow countrymen, he is the number 3 bull rider in that Australian Championship race. He has had an amazing run here on the Monster Energy Tour. And he is up against Revolver from Dun Bucking Bulls. Little bit like the last bull, only this bull has been ridden one time out of 12 outs. He bucked off fellow countryman Diego Galdino dos Santos in Armadale earlier this year. And an 88-point score at the PBR Grand Finals in Townsville last year. The only score that has come from this bull in 8 seconds.
That was a big ride. Macaulay Leather. Macaulay Leather, the quality of that cowboy. So Matheus has got himself a matchup here. He has got to dig deep into the barrel and see whether he can pull the trigger on Revolver.
Well, he's already ridden one bull for 81 3/4 points. So his confidence level is an absolute high. Here we go.
There is just so much power.
Wow, you know, I mean, it has been a long time since we have seen a qualified ride here in Origin II. These two teams are going absolute neck and neck, bull for bull, blow for blow. And it is going to come right down to that bonus round where the top 4 from New South Wales will head up against the top 4 from Queensland.
Well, this is the cowboy, a little smoky in the rough. This is Caiden Sandilands here. He is someone that put it together on that low score we saw at 66.5. He took the points because he's a team man. He said, I'll take it. But he gets a second chance here with Rome Aviation without warning.
It's kind of like the chase. He took the low offer.
He did. Come on, Caiden, let's get behind him, Queensland!
And that is another big-time bucking bull called Rome Aviation without warning. And the Queenslander comes down here in a Snowy River Caravan matchup. So still nothing changes on that leaderboard here at the conclusion of section number 1 in round number 2. Folks, we've got another round, a section of round number 2 coming up right after this.
Welcome to POA.
So in case you missed it, the highlights, 3 bulls for Queensland, 2 for New South Wales, 233 1/4 versus 158. That is where we are sitting at this precious moment. Simon, we got something really cool.
Well, check it out on the big screen right now. Beef Chief, original Beef Chief jerky. Now, these guys have brought the flavour. You can actually buy it here at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre as well, but they're our proud partner. The Snowy River Caravan Protection Athletes said, can we give some out? And we said, why not? So, who wants some beef jerky? Oh, we're going to get you on the chew, the toughest chew there is. Oh, look at the big throw there from Burks. Launched it out. They want you going nuts for the original. Oh, they put a kit up. Oh, how good is that? If you missed out on getting your original beef cheek jerky, don't worry. You can get up to the merch stand, get your hands on a couple of those packs, or hit up the outlets here at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre.
So as we get ready to move into section number 2 or round number 2, let's take a look at some of the matchups. Luan Camara up against Evolution. Jack Keats for Queensland. Blinky Bill. Dylan Weir, our little scar maker. Turbo up against Riley Ward.
And then Tyson Smith. Bo Willis again gets his chance. Diego Galdino dos Santos, the Brazilian, on Buckle Up. And then Zane Hall, Jack Broderick, and Nash Mellers we're going to have to check on because he dislocated his hip and then they put it back in. So he's had his hip pop out and the young 19-year-old whacked it back in. So we'll get an update on him to see whether he will be fit enough for Worthington G Extraction. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get into it. Round 2, Section 2, brought to you by Can-Am, the official off-road partner of the PBR.
So the bull rider that we are watching right now wears the blue color. The bull rider from Brazil, Luan Camara, the 32-year-old, looking to add some valuable points for Team New South Wales. This is an absolute barn burner here tonight. These two teams are absolutely so close. I don't know where this thing is going to end up when we get into that bonus round. But as of right now, it is very hard to pick which team right now has the best bull riders.
Well, I'm looking right here at Luan Camara. This is where it is at right now. If New South Wales need a shot, it's this man right now, and he's got to take it. He's got to put a ride in and let Queensland know that New South Wales are here to stay. There's only one bull ride in it, 3-2. But Evolution is the bull. Again, it's a tough bull. 13 times he's been out, only ridden the once. That was way back last year in Maryborough. Kai Bagheero, 85.5.
Yeah, but you could talk statistics all day long. It just comes down to one thing. How much a bull rider wants to become a champion. How much a bull rider wants to give for his 9 comrades in their team. Luan right here, bleeds blue. Right here is an opportunity for New South Wales to take the lead here in Origin 2. The number 2 ranked bull rider on the Monster Energy Tour, and he didn't get there by accident. This guy has ridden a lot of bulls here in Australia this year.
Wow, this bull here, Evolution, again, not giving Luan a clear shot at it. Leaning in, laying in. So we get that fiberglass bull wedge in there.
Yeah, and that is a good point. That is exactly what that thing is made of. It's made out of fiberglass, so they will push it down alongside the shoulder of that bull to try and wedge him over. So the bull rider can get his leg right into the position where he needs it when he nods his head. Here we go with New South Wales. And a key player for the Blues bucks off in a very important moment of the Origin competition. At 4.58 seconds.
Shocked. Shocked. If you were to tell me that Luan would buck off his 2 bulls in round 1 and round 2, I wouldn't believe you. So we've just had
So Jack Keats is out for Queensland, so Brumy Brandenburg is in. So an alternate for the Maroons. The 27-year-old from Bloomsbury, Queensland, takes the place of the Cloncurry bull rider. Blinky Bill is the name. Imagine that.
Yeah. Sitting out the back, you're watching on the live stream.
But imagine this. Imagine going home this weekend and telling your wife, your girlfriend, or whatever, I got on a bull called Blinky Bill and he bucked me off.
Well, it's happened 15 times before.
So Brumy Brandenburg does not want to tell that story.
Well, there's also another layer. He's an alternate. He's been sitting there watching the boys, wishing for his chance. Well, guess what, kid? You've got your chance right now.
Blinky Bill, like you talked about, nobody has ridden this bull on the Monster Energy Tour. This is a rematch for Brandenburg. He bucked off him in Newcastle last year. He bucked off him in Caboolture of 2024. ST Bucking Bulls out of Pittsworth, Queensland, bring this bull. Monster Energy bucking shoot. And Brandenburg's calling for the gate. Look out. Old Blinky Bill's not to be seen, perched up in a gum tree, chewing eucalyptus leaves.
In a blind and be happy. Oh, man, oh man, like you said, he called for the gate. Blinky Bill not in the greatest of positions, but Brumy felt the moment. He was ready. Could not get it done.
So our good friends from Yeti, official sponsors of the Yeti Bull of the Year, the Bull of the Event competitions, bring us the next matchup between Dylan Weir for New South Wales. Is there anybody here cheering for New South Wales? Wow. Okay. How many people are cheering for Queensland? Nice. Dylan Weir. I tell you what, there's a lot to talk about with this bull rider. One of the most promising cowboys in the country right now, Little Scar Maker. NSW taking a look to strike back here. And I've got a feeling this could work. This could work right here. Dylan, come on. Oh. Wow, some great work from Zach Marr and the trio from Snowy River Caravans. The Snowy River Stallions doing a great job in the arena.
Well, that they are indeed. Look at the work. The boys coming to work here for Dylan Weir. He's down. He's got a face full of mud. Boys get his back. Zach Marr's in. Burke's in there as well. Eric, they work that triangle. Bang.
All right, let's go back to Queensland with a 20-year-old who makes his home in New Zealand. Riding for Queensland for his second consecutive Origin series, Riley Ward could be that man that surges Queensland to the lead on turbo. Go, Riley, go! Oh! And no score for the two-time New Zealand champion this weekend.
This is another one of those cowboys that doesn't reflect the quality of him. We've seen this Kiwi kid here just absolutely putting it together back home. He comes here to Australia. Sydney, he had a great run. Great run.
What you have to remember is this is Origin competition. The pressure cooker situations that these guys face in this team environment is unlike the individual competition of the Monster Energy Tour.
Well, the man that knows all about that, and tell you what, talk about bleeding blue.
Here he is, Tyson Smith. New South Wales. Oh! Look out. Oh, man. How about a big hand for the Snowy River Caravan Protection athletes?
Well, I'm looking at the clock. The clock says 8 seconds for New South Wales.
So a very important moment here for New South Wales. Will this be the ride that will take them into the number 1 spot of Origin II? 81 3/4 is what we're looking at. 81 3/4.
Look at this here. This is where it all goes horribly wrong. But the wherewithal to try and get and land on his feet and get up and get out of there. Boy, oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for those boys, those 3 men in green.
Okay, there it is. There it is. You are looking at the exact result that I am looking at. So New South Wales for the first time here in Brisbane, and remember, they have never won an Origin competition in this building. Willis has to respond for Queensland on the back of Gunsmoke from BK Bucking Bulls. This is a relatively new bucking bull that we've only seen one time. But Willis, we've talked about the fact that he is the elder statesman of the Queensland team. Could his years of experience riding bulls here in Australia and North America come to fruition right here and give Queensland that lead once again?
Well, he needs the belief. He needs to know that he can get it done. He needs to know to find the form he once had. Let's go, Bo.
Wow. Gunsmoke, the real deal. 3.88 for Team Queensland. You know, and that was a missed opportunity. And I can see the coach of Team Queensland, Jared Bagheera, quickly racing over to the other side of our bucking chutes now to try and spur his team on at a very crucial point of the competition.
Well, this is another turning point potentially. 3 measly points. This New South Wales rider, I'm talking about Diego Galdino dos Santos. He just loves bull riding. He was the one. He came out to Australia. He said, I want to be here and get it done. He meditates. He trains. He practices on bulls. He's all about it.
Buckle up. Buckle up's the bull. Come on, Diego. Go. Oh, man, you know, and Diego Galdino dos Santos down for the second time here this weekend in Origin II.
Wow. The rhythm. Just buckle up here just changes that rhythm on Diego.
So, New South Wales still clinging to that lead. With one opportunity left for them here in round number 2, 2 Queenslanders to go as we transition to the Bisley Workwear bucking chute for Zane Hall, the Queenslander on Bad Apple from Ruland Ranch Bucking Bulls.
Well, Zane gets a second chance. He wants to be that cowboy. We talked about his form last 2 years. This is a chance for him to turn it around. He's still got youth on his side. He's got the ability, no doubt. But he's got to find it.
So once again, Queensland looking to convert. Zane Hall, he's humping, he's pumping, and he gets it done. Queenslander. $81 points, and Queensland are back in the number 1 spot.
Well, that is what we needed. That is what he needed, and look at that. 4 versus 3, 314 points.
So Zane Hall found the form that he needed here in the closing moments of round number 2 as we move now to Jack Broderick for New South Wales. He has been put into a position right here to absolutely ride this bull. It is a must for New South Wales. Come on, Jack. Okay. So it is a re-ride for Team New South Wales.
Well, that's right. That red flag coming out, that means the judge doesn't need to look at the TV, doesn't need to look at the replay. He saw enough. He threw out the red flag, immediately rewarding a re-ride for that
what's
cowboy.
right happened there? See the bull hit the bucking chute with his rear end. So that changed the momentum of the bull's bucking pattern. So it was an automatic re-ride for New South Wales. So a re-ride bull will be run into the chutes as we go back to that young bull rider. And you talked about the fact that when he was bucked off, he dislocated his hip. And it was he and he himself that actually pushed that hip back into place. You talk about guts, you talk about competition, you talk about Origin competition. This is what it is all about. Nash Mellers, here he is. Go, Nash, go! Oh, my goodness. He gets up, but, folks, I tell you, he may not walk out of this arena in one piece, but I want you to let him know that he is a champion in and out of this arena. Wow. That is cowboy tough.
What a fight.
You're not going to see that in a tennis match.
Well, no, you won't. Maybe table tennis. But boy, oh boy, look at Nash. Down underneath those hoofs. Worthington Ag Parts Extraction. Tap dancing all over the top of him.
So there is a re-ride for Team New South Wales. While we have an opportunity, let's just talk about this right now. This is a very, very important moment in time for the Blues. We're waiting for that re-ride bull to be run in. I want to just want to put you in the picture a little bit. Don't forget, straight after the event here tonight, we're all heading down to the Homestead Tavern for the official PBR Afterparty presented to us by Volando. Okay, so Volando Ranch Water bringing us the official Afterparty at the Homestead Tavern. The re-ride bull is in the chute for Jack Broderick. Bisley Workwear And this man right here, I tell you what, this is a tough thing to do. He's just got off one bull, been bucked off, not his fault. Judges have awarded him a reride. He has to quickly regather his thoughts, take deep breaths, get back on another bull. Well, there is the bull. And a very important moment it is for New South Wales. By the way, how many people here are enjoying PBR Origin? Wow, that's cool. You know, we're going to be awarding a Fan of the Night. That is going to be taking place here this evening. So we've been taking a look, we've been taking notice around the arena as to who's been doing what, clapping their hands, screaming, dancing in the stands. We have been paying attention, and we have a beautiful Yeti to give to our Fan of the Night, whoever that may be. We'll be doing that during our bonus round, but right now we are getting ready to take a look at Jack Broderick, the 22-year-old. One of the most important moments in this man's bull riding career. New South Wales, let me hear you. Come on, Jack. Go. Wow, and that was a bull called Downtime. And down he went. Jack Broderick, 6.94 seconds. So at the completion of round number 2, as we watch the Snowy River Caravan replay, it will be Queensland that will stand out as the leaders here in Origin number 2. So there it is, 3:14 1/4, 239 3/4 points. And right now, Simon, where are you?
Righto, Warren. I'm actually walking up here in the big bleachers. We've been talking about our Yeti Fan of the Night. I'm going to put that on camera right now. It's engraved with the PBR logo. All right, this is a one of a kind. But I want you to come with me because I've been looking right up the back here. So we're going to go all the way up the top. I've been looking for our Fan of the Night. So ladies and gentlemen, if you think it's you, let's hear a bit of noise. Okay, I'm going to go up here. There's been a young cowboy that has been sitting up the back. I'm going to come through here, excuse me. Sorry, it's not you. I don't want to disappoint. But this young cowboy right here, I want you to come forward. This young blue boy. Come up here, jump over the seat. Come sit next to me, buddy. All right, what's your name? Cooper, where are you from? Lawrence, all right, and you're a proud New South Welshman?
Yeah.
What's it like being here at the Origin? Fun. Mate, you have been jumping, you have been screaming, you've been looking the part. I'm going to make you our Yeti Fan of the Night. How about that? Good. Let's give it up for Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a bad seat from up here, was I going to say? How good is it? This is great.
It is certainly great. Congratulations, young man. Your Yeti Fan of the Night. Well, folks, there are 8 more bulls left to go here in Origin number 2 with our Monster Energy bonus round just moments away. But right now,
the devil's in the detail. I'm a natural born killer.
taking a look at the bonus round matchups, the final 8 bull riders of the night. And let me talk about this real quick. Queensland lead the competition, 4 bulls ridden to New South Wales 3. That is just a 74.5-point deficit. So a 1 bull ridden by New South Wales, and anything can happen right here. We're going to lead it off in the bonus round with Jack Broderick from New South Wales up against Body Count. Riley Ward will then have his chance to redeem Team Queensland on Humdinger. Allison Aguiar and Battle of the Rhone for New South Wales, and Zane Hall with Ambush for Maroons.
Well, then this is the next bit of the 8. The last 4. These are the ones you've got to worry about. Jack Rowlandson here, he's looked oh so close tonight. But Ben Bode, he's got a bull ridden already. Matheus Rodrigues. There will be an unsurmountable amount of pressure on that guy's shoulders. And then the stalwart, Queensland's number 1, Kurt Shepherd, to finish us out.
Yeah, the anchor man for the Queensland team, and a lot is riding on his shoulders right here as we get set for the Monster Energy bonus round. What do you say, Simon?
Well, I say a big thanks to Ariad being our presenting partner tonight. Ariad getting on board, and they're helping us out to be at this moment right now. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the Monster Energy bonus round!
So taking a look, the top 8 bull riders, the top 4 for Queensland, the top 4 for the state of New South Wales. And we are just about ready for the first man here. Who is going to walk away with the Origin II championship? More importantly, are Queensland going to hold on to their title of being undefeated here in the city of Brisbane?
It is exciting. It is exciting being here in this final 8. I mean, we've got a lot of injuries tonight. There's been a lot of carnage in the path of these bulls. But this is where it counts right now. Jack Broderick is the man we can see strapping himself to Body Count. 9 outs, ridden once.
You know, and this is a Ram Trucks matchup right here. Here we go with Team New South Wales.
Wow. No time at all wasted with that red flag flying into the ring. But, I mean, it's one thing to have a reride given to you, but it's another to be physically ready for it. Jack Broderick got absolutely pumped in that chute. The Ariad bucking chute right there. Watch this.
Yeah, you can see there the bull hung a horn in that bucking chute there and fouled with the hip. Broderick absolutely planted like seed corn into the arena.
He's going to have a nasty horn imprint in his chest there. Righto, ladies and gentlemen, how many New Zealanders in the house tonight? Well, Riley Ward is a New Zealander. He's joined the Queensland team. Let's clap those hands. Let's stomp those feet.
Oh, look out! And The challenge button has been activated here, 7.79. Wow. My goodness, 7.79 for Team Queensland here. So our replay judge, Marty O'Brien, is going to take a look back here and see whether or not he can try and salvage 0.3 of a second, well, almost 0.2 of a second for Team Queensland here. Riley Ward is pinning his hopes right here that this will be the outcome here on the back of Humdinger.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, so close. Riley Ward getting to work there a little early on. Confidence was high in the ride.
This is one of the most important calls from the bunker here this weekend. And he is making sure he gets it right because there is a lot at stake here. A lot of pride for both Queensland and New South Wales. And he is saying no score for Queensland.
It is a brutal, brutal sport when it comes down to milliseconds. Well, cowboy down for Riley Ward. You know what? We've got a bit of a shout out here from Elaine. She's come all the way from Brazil. So Elaine here in the crowd at Brisbane Entertainment Centre, she's looking at these Brazilian bull riders. Maybe she's going to try and, I don't know, hit him up at the after party at the Homestead Tavern maybe.
Allison Aguiar, the 29-year-old for Team New South Wales, faces Battle of the Rhone from Dittman Bucking Bulls. This is an Ariat matchup. Here we go for New South Wales. Can they strike back? Hey, 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 we got one going. Oh, and New South Wales strikes back.
Oh, boy, ladies and gentlemen, the man is out there giving you the love. Oh, boy, we're going to pull out the abacus here. Because we have got it done. 84.25 points.
So with that being said, 84.25, New South Wales now take the lead in Origin number 2.
Oh.
So this is very unfamiliar territory for Team Queensland as we transition now to Zane Hall wearing the maroon jersey on a big-time bucking bull called Ambush. This could be one of the most important rides for his career and for Team Queensland. The bull from CF7 Bucking Bulls. These two met up 2 years ago in Toowoomba, and it was the bull that won. Bisley, Workwear, Bucking Shoots. And Zane Hall trying to bring a little bit of that. Boom, boom.
Well, let's see it. Bisley, Workwear, Bucking Shoot is where our eyes are peeled. Let's go, Zane. Let's get loud.
Oh, my. And Yahtzee for Team Queensland.
Well,
wow.
This is getting interesting now.
A clutch moment for Zane Hall has now taken the Maroons to the number 1 spot once again. So one bull ahead is all it is. Queensland, one of the biggest moments here in Origin 2. Zane Hall is on fire with 84.25 as we go to Jack Rowlandson for Team New South Wales and a former Bull of the Year, Cattle King, Boogers Beach.
What is going on in the Brisbane Entertainment Centre tonight?
Well, New South Wales, I said this at the start of the show, they are absolutely dangerous. 83.5 points for New South Wales. Let's just take a look right here, and there it is, 407.
Ho-ho! We are firing on all cylinders now. Boy, oh boy. What a position for New South Wales. What a moment for this cowboy, Ben Bode.
In a Volando Tequila matchup, there are 9 bull riders standing on the back of the chute that wear the same colors as this man. There are 9 bull riders on the back of the bucking chutes right now and 1 coach that are all 110% behind Ben Bode from Queensland. This 21-year-old on the back of Rock On from Dun Bulls has a chance of changing history here for the Maroons. A qualified ride could really be a death blow for New South Wales. He has ridden 1 bull already tonight for 80 3/4 points. And if you don't think that Ben Bode knows exactly how important this ride is, and he limps away, and it is no score, and New South Wales cling to the lead.
Man.
But think about this. They still have 2 bull riders to ride. Jack Broderick with his re-ride. Matheus Rodrigues to Queensland's 1 with Kurt Shepherd.
Yeah, big pressure on Kurt. But
Big
like
pressure.
you said,
Big pressure on Team Queensland.
big pressure. But like you said, that bookend, that stalwart is there for a reason. But this cowboy right now, he feeds on energy. The energy that has been alive in his team in this bonus round. Matheus Rodrigues.
So it is the Ariat bucking chute and a Snowy River Caravan matchup. The bull is Jackie Red from Dun Bucking Bulls. And New South Wales have never, ever found themselves in this position in this building before. Matheus Rodrigues, the key player, the go-to bull rider for Team New South Wales. All he needs here is a qualified ride to make things absolutely hard for Team Queensland.
But he's experienced. He knows that he can handle this. He just has to block out the noise. He has to get his job done. Him versus Jackie Red the Bull. 13 times it's been outridden, 5 times. Some big numbers. Matheus has done it before in Bode Desert.
So 9 points. 9 points is all that separates Queensland and New South Wales. Where's all those New South Wales bull riding fans at? One more time. Get ready, Brisbane. Help him out. Whoa, come on, Matheus. Can-Am clock says he made it. He made it. So I have a feeling that there was the challenge button was hit by the coach of Queensland. And that was Jared Bagheera, the coach of Queensland. Now he's saying, I saw him on the back of the chute, he is claiming that Matheus touched the bull with the free hand.
Whoa. Well, this is massive.
Oh.
The coach of the opposition has gone, hang on, I want you to review that.
Oh, man, this is skullduggery.
Oh.
Oh.
I hate to be the judge right now, Warren.
Yeah, okay, so this is one of, like I said, all of these calls are important, but this one here could be the one that determines the outcome of Origin 2. Are we going to go to Sydney in a decider? Now, it has to be definitive. So, Marty O'Brien is a very experienced judge and has had to make multiple calls like this in pressure situations. So watch that free hand. He's holding the clock. Now, is there contact? That is what he is looking for. I don't know. Whoa.
Like you said, it's got to be definitive. You know, I'm going to sit on the New South Wales side here, Warren. It looks like there's some air between that hand.
Let's look at it from another angle and...
The crowd getting behind it. All eyes on this moment.
And watch. Whoa. You know, and if the rule book says if it is not definitive, then it will go in favor of the Cowboy. So, watching Marty O'Brien, the Arid official, try to determine this call.
I've got no fingernails left, Warren. I'm biting them down.
And we are looking. I don't know. It looks like a qualified ride to me, but I mean, I'm not in the judge's position here. It's a qualified ride.
Oh, we've done it. Oh, Jared Bagheera has thrown a cat amongst the pigeons, but it won't be enough. 82.5 points.
So think about this. Kurt Shepherd is the last man to ride for Queensland, but Jack Broderick is still left to ride for Team New South Wales.
Well, we need to count the numbers here. We need to see whether, if he gets a 95 bull ride, has he got a chance?
It's going to come up here. We'll have a look here and see where we're at. So 490. So he has to be.
Well, he's got
108 and a half. 108 and a half, and that has never been done. I got a feeling the New South Wales is going to walk away with their first ever win here in Queensland. Kurt Shepherd, though, has a point to prove. Voodoo Doll from ST Bucking Bulls. The number one ranked bull rider in the country right now. The 30-year-old from Mareeba, North Queensland. Here we go. it could be a case of, wow, big effort for Kurt Shepherd.
Wow. How important was that ride from Matheus Rodrigues, knowing that a quality cowboy. You know what? Come on, Queensland. You're not loud enough for your hero there, Kurt Shepherd.
So 83 and a quarter points for Kurt Shepherd is not going to be enough to close the deficit between New South Wales and Queensland. So there it is.
We had our maths wrong. He
8 and a quarter points. Yeah,
he actually could have got there by the looks of that.
8 and a quarter points is all that separates them with New South Wales left to ride. This is Jack Broderick for New South Wales, just trying to put another nail into the coffin.
Come on, Jack, let's get behind him. Our final ride tonight.
Chaos from BK Bucking Bulls is the bull that he has. The very first time New South Wales are going to leave the city of Brisbane as Origin champions. Come on, Jack. So there it is. Jack Broderick is down. But it looks like a big effort. How about a big hand for him, ladies and gentlemen? But as we get set for our presentations, and I want each and every one of you, if you please stay for our presentations before you head down to the Homestead Tavern for the after party. There are three men in the arena right now. They are your Snowy River protection athletes. Would you please put your hands together for Josh Burks, Eric Richardson, and Zach Ma. A big thank you to our area officials tonight, Marty O'Brien, Clint Dolan, Rob Kennedy, Gav Tickle, and Morris Morton. And right now, we will start our presentation for Origin number 2. So the first of those presentations, and my partner Josh Hansen will make his way out into the arena alongside of the Monster Energy Girls for the Yeti Wild Bull, highest marked bull of the event, and it is going to go to Alpha Blokes Warden with 44 points.
Yeah, another great out for this MJ and Keeler bucking bull. Troy, Kurt gave us a pretty good look at him tonight, and he just looks like he keeps getting stronger and stronger as the seconds progress.
Yeah, well, both Kurt and Ben Bode have sort of said, you know, he feels good, but there's just that much going on there, and I'm pretty sure, like, in the time to come, they will ride him. Yeah, he's just one of those bulls I think they'll get patterned off to, and I'm looking forward to seeing that because it'll be a big draw.
Sure, congratulations. And Tommy, tell us about your part in this bull and how much you love him.
Oh, mate, it's just unreal to be involved. I do absolutely nothing. I'll never say a well. I just like bringing a bit of noise to the sport and just being involved with such a good animal, with good people. This event's unreal, so thanks everyone for getting around it. Let's go.
Congratulations, guys. There you go.
So congratulations to MJ, Keeler Bucking Bulls, and Alpha Blokes Warden, winning the Bull of Origin II here in Brisbane tonight. The next presentation is for Cowboy of Origin II right here. Ladies and gentlemen, he was the final man to nod his head for the state of Queensland. He rode 2 bulls here tonight. Folks, he is your Cowboy of Origin II from Mareeba, North Queensland, Kurt Shepherd.
Congratulations, Kurt. You really set the tone for your Queensland side tonight, and you've moved into #1 spot for Cowboy of Origin on 170 points. Tell us about the grit that the boys showed tonight and also your rides.
Yeah, the goal was to win as a team tonight, and unfortunately we come up short there, but it wasn't from lack of effort. You know, this is how she goes sometimes, but we're back ready for Sydney.
Congratulations, mate. Well done.
So congratulations to Kurt Shepherd, Cowboy of Origin II. So we now move to the runner-ups for Origin II here in Brisbane. as we bring in the runner-up team. It is Team Queensland.
Jared, when we spoke during the week, we knew it was going to take a really, really gritty effort tonight. The way that the draw was put together, the way that it came out not in favour of anybody, but just the way that it really panned out. Multiple injuries. You've really got to be happy with the effort the boys put out, despite the loss.
Yeah, mate. No excuses, no injuries. Congratulations to New South Wales. Died at Brisbane, first one to lose in our own home state, but Queensland, we never lose, we learn, and we'll go down to Sydney and hit them where it hurts and get the series and bring it home to us.
Well done, boys. Yeah, we'll definitely see you down the road in New South Wales.
So there is just one thing left to do, Brisbane, and that is to introduce to you the 2025 Monster Energy Origin Event 2 champions here in the city of Brisbane, Queensland, New South Wales. So no doubt about it, an historic win for the Blues. Some casualties, some bumps and bruises for each and every one of these talented individuals. And, of course, headed up by their coach, Lachlan Richardson.
Lachlan, multiple injuries, the same as Queensland. What a gritty effort to come up here, cause the upset, and extend the series. Your one goal for tonight.
Huff Edelman once said, mental toughness is finding fuel in an empty tank, and the tank was pretty empty there for a while, and they dug deep and finished the way we want to do, and take a lot of good out of that, and he's just beginning.
Congratulations to you and your team. Looking forward to Sydney.
What about it one more time for New South Wales? Well, what a wonderful night here in the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. We'd like to thank each and every one of you, the fans of the Professional Bull Riders of Australia, that have joined us here for an historic win for New South Wales in what is Queensland's home turf. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching on the live stream. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for attending here this weekend. But I'd just like to remind you about the official after party at the Homestead Tavern. We'd like to thank all of our wonderful sponsors and remind everybody to dress up by the Ariat DFO store whilst you're here in the city of Brisbane. Until 2026, we'll see you then.